Hey everybody, it's Ryan Buckley coming to you live from Dead WinterCon 2012, the first run of this convention in London, Kentucky. I'm standing here with Tony Moran, my good friend, Michael Myers himself. Tony, how you doing today?
I'm doing very well, very well.
And what do you think about the convention so far?
First year show, it's good. It's a good show for the first year. I mean, I'm pretty surprised. Usually they're not as well organized and stuff like that, and people are really cool here, but very organized, and it's running like a top, and I'm happy to be back in Kentucky again.
Hell yeah. So last night, we actually got acquainted last night and everything. Tony's a really cool guy, and he was telling me a little bit about the origin story of how you became Michael Myers in the first place. And it was this really interesting tale that you told, and I just wanted to give a little highlight of that, if you could, to the audience at home.
Sure. We got a little bit more than acquainted. We pretty much partied very hard last night, and I'm paying the price as we speak right now. I'm feeling not quite miserable, but close. To say that I'm hungover is an understatement.
You're not feeling like a zombie, are you?
No zombie.
All right.
No, I'm not there yet. Anyways, how I got Halloween is I didn't want to do Halloween. My agent had called me up and she had said, she apologized at being really slow in the industry. There wasn't very many interviews for me to go on for my type and my age when I was 21. And I was sleeping on a couch at a buddy's house, the typical starving actor thing. She calls me up and she says, she goes, hey, there's this, I'm sorry about all that, no work, but there's this low-budget B-flick horror film called Halloween, and Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. And I said, who's Jamie Lee Curtis? Because she was only 20 years old. I didn't know who she was, so she explained it, and I go, well, so what? I don't want to do a horror, B-flick horror movie, and especially when it's called Halloween. I mean, how corny can you get, And all she knew that I was going to play some psycho. She didn't even know about a mask or anything like that. So anyways, I said no. I told her no, I didn't want to do it. So she goes, oh, come on, She goes, look at, Donald Pleasance is in the movie. And I was like, no way is Donald Pleasance in this movie. I mean, he's a classical British actor, Classical, guy, And so, I went back and forth with her, and she assured me that he was signed on, and he's in the movie. Right. And I was, a big fan of his. And that's the only reason why I went on the interview is because of him. Yeah. And I talked to Erwin Yablans and John Carpenter for about 15 or 20 minutes, and later that afternoon my agent called me up and told me I got the job, which I could care. At the time I could care less. Right. I was embarrassed. So that's the story, yeah. And
then, some 30, 40 years later, you come back and it's this huge big deal.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's very humbling.
Now, I mean, how does it feel to be a part of, like, that iconographic horror, film industry? Like, you guys, like, changed the game. Like, all of this stuff is coming back to light. Like, it used to be this real niche market, and it's mainstream now. I mean, how do you feel about that?
Well, the mainstream thing I don't have a problem with. It's all the remakes I got a problem with. I just have a huge problem with that. But it going mainstream more than it used to be, I think that's a good thing. I think that's a really good thing. Although, we want to keep the independent horror flicks, going also, because that's where the real original ideas come from. So.
Now, what do you think about the influence of independent film on the mainstream industry for that?
Well, I think it has a great impact. I think it has a great impact. It's just taken so long for, the studios to, and they're still not even there yet. They're still not there yet. They want to do big studio productions, but geez, most of it's just crap. But
Absolutely. Well, Tony, do you have a website that you'd like to plug out there for everybody listening?
Nope.
No, not any.
Just a Facebook.
Just a Facebook?
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, you heard it here. This is Tony Moran, Ryan Buckley coming to you from Dead Winter Convention, and we'll catch you later.
See you guys.